How do you become the expert in your field?
Take effing action, put it together, and subscribe to Tom Peng's channel on YouTube now. Yeah, I like it. It's crazy.
So it doesn't matter what you want to do, whether it's to start a business, start a successful business, make $1 million, make $1 billion, finish your PhD program, become a doctor of medicine, or be the star athlete of your country, or whatever it is. Whatever it is that you want to achieve, it takes time. It takes a lot of time. To learn the violin, for example, I have to put in 10,000 hours of practice to become good. I haven't put in the 10,000 hours yet, so therefore I'm not yet good. But in order to be good at the violin or the piano or the guitar, I have to put in 10,000 hours of practice. And it's the same with anything else. If you want to be an expert digital marketer, you have to put in 10,000 hours of practice, right? Actually sitting in front of Facebook, actually sitting in front of Google, actually running campaigns, looking at the result, doing A/B testing, right? Optimize your campaigns, update your content, improve your targeting. And after 10,000 hours of that, you'll get pretty good. It's the same in sales, all right? You have to put in 10,000 hours of talking to customers, making cold calls, calling people you don't know, make hundreds, thousands, 10,000 phone calls. If you just make 200 phone calls, you'll be pretty good at making cold calls. If you make 2,000 phone calls, you'll be professional salespeople. That I can guarantee you. Everything is about repetition. That is my rule number 11. Repetition is the key to mastery. Notice I said key to mastery. I did not say repetition makes perfect, right? Practice makes perfect, I don't believe, because there is no perfection, all right? You can never be perfect at anything. You cannot be a perfect sales, you cannot be a perfect marketer, you cannot even be a perfect CEO. There is no such thing as perfection. It's something that can never be reached. But through practice, through a repetition, you'll get better and better and better and better and keep on improving and improving and improving. And you'll get pretty close to perfection, but you'll never quite get there. You need another 10,000 hours to get to the next level, for example. Right? So it sounds so gloomy, right? You gotta put in so much time, but people do it. You look at the professional violinists, you look at the piano soloists, the world-class piano soloists, they can do it because they put in the time. You look at some of the successful CEOs because they put in the time. If you look at some of the top researchers in science or medicine, because they put in the time. Nobody became those things without putting in the time. So how can you make yourself put in the time? That is the hard part. Because most people just want to sit on the couch, watch TV, maybe watch porn, jack off, right? Or, I don't know what they do. I'm not like them. So I don't really understand how they think. But a lot of people, they don't want to put in the effort. They don't want to put in the effort, but they expect to become a master of something within a very short period of time, which is not realistic. So let me teach you how to put in the time and effort necessary to become an expert. Because if you're not the expert, you cannot generate high income, because all high income skills require you to become the expert. So let me put it this way, very simply, okay? In order for you to become an expert, I want you to put in the time. And the way you will put in the time is that instead of focusing on how much I have to do to become the expert, I want you to focus on something else. Do not think, oh, how much time I have to practice, how much time I have to put in, how many more weeks, how many more years. Because when you consider those things, you're going to be very frustrated. You're going to give up, right? I want you to think about this. What can you become? Look, how far can you go if you keep on practicing? What can you achieve? World-class pianist? World-class violin soloist? Top CEO of the year in Vietnam? Finish your PhD program? I don't know. But think about, if you put in the time, how far can you go? How far can you reach? I want you to focus on that instead of how much more time I have to put into it. All right? So let me give you another example. In my company, I have salespeople that all they do is try to hit the KPI. Because in my company, you have to make 100 minutes of call time every day. So all they do every day is they try to make that 100 minutes. So they pick up the phone, they talk, and they try to hit that 100 minutes. And that's their goal. And they don't see any improvement, because when you're only trying to hit the 100 minutes, then you're not going to improve, because you're just trying to get a job done. You're just trying to finish a task. When you try to do the 100 minutes, it becomes very difficult, because you realize there's still 99 minutes to go. There's still 98 minutes to go. There's still 97 minutes to go. I want you to change your mindset. I want you to think about how many customers I can close. If I keep on doing this, what can I achieve? Will I be the top salesperson in my company? Will I be the best salesperson on my team? Will I close many big deals? I want you to focus on the actual real end goals that you should be aiming for. If you're a salesperson, your goal is to help customers solve their problems, and to help yourself generate a lot of income. And when you focus on closing the deal, when you focus on helping the customer, you're not focusing on the call time. You're not focusing on the 98 minutes, 97 minutes, 96 minutes. In fact, all of my top salespeople, they don't call 100 minutes. They call 300 minutes a day, because they don't look at the time. They look at the result. They look at how far they can go, because they want to be the top salespeople in my company. So whatever you wish to achieve, practice makes perfect. And I want you to think about how far you can go rather than how much more time you have to work on it. Take some fucking action. Repetition does make mastery. Don't be a fucktard.